And now we're going to make our push rods. Now the push rods are pretty easy to make. They take a little hand strength, so kids will probably need help with this. So you just cut. You can do this by straightening out one. You can make push rods out of just one coat hanger if you want to do a lot of straightening. I don't bother. I just go for it. If I have 2 coat hangers, I'm a prodigious user of coat hangers. I think things breed in the closet anyway. All right, so I straightened that out a little bit, and then what I'm going to do is grab it by the tip like this. All right, you see there's that, and I'm just going to grab it kind of midpoint, a little towards the end, okay? And I'm just going to wrap it, all right, using my finger to hold it. And I have to change my grip a little bit and just keep wrapping it until I get a loop like this, a half loop, all right? I want that to be nice and parallel because that meets my aesthetic criteria. Okay, that's good. And I like the fact that it's got a little peak in there because that's going to help it register. All right. And then the next thing we do is mark. Well, we're going to make 2 of these. All right. And the next one I'm going to do in the other way of doing these things, which is I'm going to straighten it out in case you just have one coat hanger or you wish to be conservative. So I'm going to take about half of this coat hanger. So just go there. I don't need more than half of it. Okay, that I can make another control rod out of. And you just go and straighten it. And this is very hard for kids to do. A lot of people struggle with this, which is why we gave up on trying to have people do it. But if you are a master of straightening things, and don't mind a little jankiness to your control rod, it's going to get some eventually anyway when we trim this thing. It's not perfectly straight, but it's pretty close. And good enough for a flak, man. You can always make another one if you don't like it. All right, same deal. I'm just going to take this, about the same place as the other one, about 3/4 of an inch up. I'm just going to wrap that around using my thumb real quick. And there you go. All right. Now we'll take the 2 of those that we just made, and we want to match them because I want them to be the same length. This is important. So what I'll do is I can just put them here if you want. And we're just going to say, okay, you're going to line up there. And we're going to measure out on some measuring device. I've kind of snugged them up right there as much as I can. And then we're just going to mark them at 11 inches. All right. And you see right there. I don't know if you can see this mark because it's a pretty dark coat hanger. Okay. But there it is. There's my mark. There are my marks on there. I hope you can see that. So right there's where I did it. And then we're going to bend them. And we're going to put a 90-degree bend. And the way I like to do it is have the bend be away from this part here, okay? So we see the mark right there. Here's the loop here. I'm going to bend away from this loop. So let's see, where is it? There it is, right there. Okay. And you want to put the pliers on the same relative spot on both of them. This thing does not need to be this exactly 11 inches. It just needs to be the same for both of them. And then I want to bend in the same plane, opposite, 180 degrees from the loop we just put in. All right. And so hold it here. Wow. It's a little awkward. I'll demonstrate this while it's kind of flying blind. Okay. Where's my mark? There's my mark. And I'm going to rotate it around so it's there. And then I'm going to bend it straight 90 degrees away. Okay. Like that. So there we have the bend there. So that's the loop. And that's the 90-degree thing going the opposite direction. Okay. And the second thing we want to do is we want to make sure that this is in the same plane. So the way we do that is just hold it down. Hold this one down flat. Okay. And that itself should be flat too. You can see it's not, right? So I'm going to grab this part here, right? I'm going to twist it. It's really easy to twist. It doesn't take much power at all. There you go. It's nice and flat. Okay, it's not going anywhere. That's flat. You flip it over, make sure that's flat too. Yep, that's flat. It's just both of them. It's just because there's a little curve to it. I don't care about the curve. I just want them to be in the same plane. Okay, yeah. Okay, same deal here. So we've got the mark. I'm going to put my pliers in the same place that I did on the other ones. I just want it to be the same. If it was in the middle or the beginning or the end of that mark, that's fine. Just make sure it's the same as the other one. And then I'm going to bend it up 180 degrees away from where the loop was. If you do it the wrong way, it's not the end of the world. Okay, so there's that, and now we hold this, and that one turned out pretty good. It's actually in the same plane for the most part. Okay, yeah, looks good. And you sort of make sure it's nice and square. That's going to be a plus. All right, these are the control horns that we cut out before from the prop area, and there's 2 of them. And so what we're going to do is I'm going to show you how to push them through so that you actually make a nice hinge. So there's a temptation. People have tried to put the rod through that, and it's just loose. Okay, and that's not going to work. We're actually going to go through the other side like this. All right. So what you do is you're going to just take this end of the coat hanger, the 90-degree bend, and about, I don't know, 1/16 of an inch back, a millimeter or 2 millimeters maybe. You're just going to, it's very gentle material, very easy to penetrate material. And just then you've got this nice line here, and I just want to try and keep it going parallel the whole way. And be careful, don't push this into your palm because that'll go through your palm. All right, and don't ask me how I know that because I've done it. All right, and there you go. And there you go. That's not perfect, but it's good enough. All right, and you just do that for both of them. And this one's already been done because my recording failed. And I'll show you what that looks like. All right, there you go. Just like that. All right. So we have 2 of these that look like that. And these are now our control horns.